Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bose & Company. I am your host, Emily O, and I am joined by my company for today and my co-host. Hello, Mom. Great to see you.
Great to see you as well.
How are you?
Fantastic. I'm so excited. We're kind of coordinating in our navy.
We are. I was just about to say that. We didn't even have to say it to one another. We both just showed up today in our navies, which I always love when that happens, when we're color coordinated, especially if you're joining us on video. You can see our outfits and you can see our expressions. We are so excited about today's show. I feel like we have a lot to share with you guys. We have notepads. We have a vase with some flowers, and it's just fabulous. We have a lot to catch up on.
Yes, we do.
But let's just start off with the best way we know how to, which is our bows and lows.
Well, why don't you start? What is your? Do you want to do your low?
I feel like I'll start with my low because I feel like we have the same two bows. Our bows are the same.
I feel like we do.
Overall, it's been, a great week. I would say, I just said this to you because I was like, what is my low? I can't think. There's nothing huge that's been going on that's like quite terrible. But then I was like, oh, I know what my low is. So today I went to get a blowout because we were filming a bunch of stuff. I cannot get a darn appointment anywhere because these proms are taking over and graduations, they're taking over the weekend slots. And I'm like, these 18-year-old girls,
they're in there with you.
They're in there with me. So I cannot get a blowout appointment, and this weekend is graduation. Funny. And I was like, oh, this will be fine. Like, I'll get book my Friday appointment so I can get my hair done for the weekend. And it's my usuals. It's like, did you just completely ditch me? Did you forget that I'm here every single week, day in and day out? So that would be my low for this week.
That's a funny low. I kind of feel bad for people that do people's hair because this is an intense time. You have potentially girls going in that normally don't get their hair done and they have extremely high expectations for what it's going to look like.
Totally.
And the poor hairstylists are probably really busy.
They are. They're very busy. So that was my low. What would your low be?
I was thinking about this. I don't have anything really major that stands out, but I do think I kind of have a little bit of a low feeling mixed in with a happy feeling because Elizabeth's graduating this weekend.
Yes.
So I think there's just like a little, as excited as I am, and I feel like we've just been waiting for this. There's a little bit of a, nostalgia
totally
to it.
I do feel like this has been a long time coming, or maybe it's just the past month we've been talking about it so much.
Well, I feel like she has been in college for 10 years because we've been at Miami for 10 straight years.
I feel like she's been in college for so long because I was a senior when she was a freshman. When I think back 3 years ago, that seems like so long ago. And so it's crazy to me that she's still been with like the same people. I think if we weren't in college at the same time, I wouldn't think that because like when I think about like our cousins and stuff, like my, like our younger cousin who's a boy, Peter, like it feels like he's been in college like for 2 seconds.
Right. But Elizabeth, I mean, we were looking at colleges when Claire was 16 or 17. So yeah. What is that math? She was like 10 or 11. So I just feel crazy. Like she's wise and kind of an old soul and that she has been attending college because she went to, everyone knows that with the youngest, they're always going to everything.
I do feel like she's been in college for 15 years. So I kind of agree with you. It is nostalgic that no one will be in school anymore.
It's kind of nice, though.
It is kind of nice. It's freeing. Yeah. It's a good, it is a new chapter. I feel like it's like a big, like, not growing pains, but transitional time. It's a milestone. It's a milestone.
But it's a good one.
Yes. And I feel like every single weekend there's something, that is going on. The prom, a graduation. We're also heading into, this was the other thing that this was getting me fired up about my blowout appointment.
I can't wait.
She's like, well, it's only getting worse because everybody has their summer weddings that they have to go to. And I was like, you look at me. I need
Why don't you
priority.
I think that you should plan it out now.
Guess who was here in the dead of winter in February who needed a blowout? Yeah, that was the other thing. It was weddings because we're heading into peak wedding season, as we know. This is the busiest time for.
I feel like you should just book every Friday. You get it done once a week, so maybe just do that right now because you're not going to have a chance on a Friday.
No, Fridays are a lost cause but I did get a Friday appointment for this weekend at 9.
Oh, well, that's a miracle.
So yeah, I had to beg though.
Good.
Also a low. Begging for my hair. But I would say that both of our bows are the same, and that would be our new Emily O and Bose collection.
The Bose Bose Beach Club. I thought we were going to say it together.
I thought we were going to have to say it in unison. Yes, the Bose Beach Club was released yesterday. It's all available to shop on our website if you haven't checked it out yet. And it's just been doing so well, and we're very excited about it.
I love it.
We released just a little bit of backstory if you are, new here or maybe just need a refresher. So last year we came up with the Bose Beach Club, and we released a baseball hat. This was probably like more in the middle of the summer, and we kind of knew that we were going to circle back to this spring summer collection more in depth. And then, as you know, our previous collection was the Bow Club, and so we're playing off of it. It's the summer version. Everyone can join. It's open to all, and it's navy and white. It's very coastal and breezy and light. It would make for wonderful gifts for yourself or for friends and family. And there's just a little bit of everything. So a lot of the products, in fact, today, to stay on track for today's episode, I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of talking in the front end before we get to your list. We have our notepads, which are have our Bose Beach Club crest on it, and they have a magnet on the back. So you can, hang this, put this on your fridge, write your list, leave it in your drawer in the kitchen, and just jot things down. So yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well, I love the notepad, and this is your favorite way to get things done is to make a list.
Yes.
But I do feel like we listen, especially to our podcast listeners, and we do have the note cards as well.
We do.
So we make sure that we have our paper products.
Our paper products are always, especially at trunk shows and when we do in-person events, like they always just do so well. So we also have a set of note cards, like you just said.
And it was really cute. Laura had the idea of taking each logo that's in the crest.
Yes.
So there are 8 note cards in the pack, and there are 2 with a bicycle, 2 with an umbrella, 2 with an anchor, and 2 with a little spritz.
So adorable.
It's really cute.
Especially if you're going I know Claire has a bachelorette trip that's going to be up at somebody's lake house. So this would be like something easy to like include in a gift.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I just thought of that off the top of my head.
I hope Claire's listening.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I was like, brilliant marketer.
Yeah, that's really a good idea.
And then we also have coasters, which is just also such an easy little gift. And you could even give this to somebody who maybe doesn't know what the Bose Beach Club or Emily Ellen Bose is, because it's just a cute coaster.
It's a really cute coaster. And also, I always like when I get something that I don't know about.
Yes. Discovering a new brand, something like that.
And there are always people in your life who you give gifts to each other a lot. And it's fun to find different, unique things. So
I agree.
We're here for you.
Oh, ladies, we are always here for you. Year round. Unlike the people booking my blowouts, we are always here for you.
Tell about our placemats.
Yes. Okay. So obviously we always want to include something that has to do with entertaining. And we spend so much time up at our lake house. And you're always doing some sort of tablescape, whether it's a brunch spread, whether it's a dinner party with your friends, whether it's just a casual elevated dinner with your family. God, I'm annoying myself.
I love it.
But we do have navy and white placemats that are they're paper placemats.
Yes.
So this is great for outdoor, casual living, stuff like that. And again, this would be great for a gift. And we have talked about this before, how we love to give and receive paper products for hostess gifts. And this would be something easy to include as well. Everything is pretty reasonably, curated and priced as well in this collection. There's high-low, so there's something for everyone.
Well, and we have the guest napkins with the crest on it.
Yes, we do.
That is a really cute. You could do the placemats, a little thing of note cards, or the list pad, and the coasters, and a bottle of wine.
Wow, that's great. That was so good.
And we have a woven wine coaster. It's scalloped
coaster. It's
so cute.
So cute. I was also thinking, the end of the year is rapidly approaching. Teacher gifts. This would just be like the cutest thing, like 2 little pieces to give to your kids' teachers to kick off the summer.
Right.
And just like set them up for a fun little time. It's actually funny because Laura, who's on the Emily Ellen Bose team, her daughters are, obviously little and they're in school, and one of her daughter's teachers follows me, and which I just think is so funny. So
it is funny. So
I'm always thinking about the teachers as well.
And she's told us she'll be at a conference, and
she brought it up one time. It was like the end of the parent teacher conference, and they were like talking about her daughter, and then she was like, I think she just asked something about Emily Ellen Bose, and Laura thought that there was something. She was like, oh my gosh, yes. So I just love all those different connections, but it is easy to just stock up on some of our guest napkins or some of our coasters.
And I feel like you have started doing this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's in your drawer in your kitchen because you were getting something out once when I was over there. And I feel like if you don't have this, it's a good idea to have a little space in your house where when you find things or you like things, you keep like a little gift shelf, a little drawer. You keep some gifts that are ready to be, if you all of a sudden need something. And I feel like so many people do this.
Yes, I do have a little drawer that just kind of, I would say, organically came to be in my kitchen. And it's like a nice deep drawer. And I keep like, because there have been situations where I'm like, oh, I'm running out to a dinner or drinks with friends. And I'm like, let me just grab something. So you kind of have those things at the ready.
And I feel like Kelly, our good friend, she is a loyal follower and supporter, but she always is getting little things from your lines and she just keeps it. And when she needs a gift, I feel like you're her go-to gift that she gives people.
Yeah, it's an honor to be your go-to gift. We take that very seriously.
It is. This little vase that's sitting in front of me, I can't stop looking at it. It's beyond cute.
It's beyond. It's a little white like bud vase. I've had mine in my apartment for a bit. It sparks such joy. I actually put it on my bar cart.
It's really pretty.
Another great gift. Also for like, because sorry, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm stammering over all of these different ideas, but it is white, so this would be like a great thing to give if somebody just got engaged or like bridal.
Oh.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking about when I was laying in bed last night.
That's a great idea, and if you're watching on video, it's scalloped. It's Beatrice Ball. Emily, that's brilliant. Yeah. You could almost put. Have you ever seen that ring cleaner that looks like a pen?
Yes.
You could stick that in there with a little wedding something. What a great idea.
She's just so tasteful and sweet, and it looks very elevated, I will say. That's why when we saw it, we loved it. But so that could be another great, as we head into this wedding season. We also have just a delicious market tote from that's part of our collection.
Oh, it's
big,
fantastic.
chunky market tote. It has a short handle, it has a long handle, and then it has a toile. Do you like how I've been talking with my pen the whole time?
I love it.
As if we're at a conference.
Very official.
This is like a weekly conference that we hold. I love it. It's like a press whatever.
Yeah.
So it has like a little toile scarf that comes with the tote. It's not sold separately. It comes with it.
It's detachable, so it comes tied on there, but you can take it off and use it elsewhere.
You can take it off and use it. Should you want to, you can use it elsewhere.
Right.
And that coordinates with our toile set, our loungewear set, which is just
divine.
Divine. Think about the opportunities, ladies. I really want you to think about this. If you're in your car and you're driving right now and you think, hey, I have a friend who's having a bachelorette trip and blue and white. I mean, it's so chic and it's so sweet. And it has these little pearl buttons. And we also styled it just with white pants and a little sandal. And it pairs perfectly as well with our bow gingham clutch that has a zipper. So that would also make for just your go-to summer purse.
And you also separated the shorts and just put a little tee on with the baseball hat.
Correct.
I mean, honestly, we have a couple of outfits here for you.
No, seriously, like these are things checking off the list.
Yeah.
Between the straw tote and our clutch, like those are your two summer bags. You're good to go.
Done.
You're welcome. And I'm trying to think what other products that I wanted to highlight and talk to them about.
We have a really sweet little bracelet that is sort of a charm bracelet. I feel like those are really in right now.
Yes.
And it also has a pearl on it. We have a bag charm, which we
do
talked
have,
about.
Oh my God, the bag charm. You guys know. I mean, seriously, everyone needs to lock in with the bag charms because one day you're going to show up to some event and you're going to look around and every single girl is going to have a bag charm. And you're going to think, my God, I knew about this months ago, but I should have gotten one. So bag charms are making a full force this summer.
And ours is personalized and it says in navy, better with a bow.
Yes.
Real subtle. But I think we said last week you could use it as a keychain or a bag charm and you're going to want this. We put it on the little clutch as well as the tote bag, and it can move around to whatever you want to put. You can put on a backpack. You can put on anything.
I love that. It can move around.
It can move
That's
around.
Great. That's really great.
Yeah.
So that is kind of the synopsis of the collection. And if you've already purchased something, we thank you so much. We love seeing your orders, our new customers, our reoccurring customers. And, we're just in the studio. We're packaging away and we're getting you ready for spring and summer. So I did just want to talk about this at the top of the episode. We do have a lot more to get into. We have a little bit of a fun announcement as well that will be sprinkled in here. So stay tuned.
We do have a you're going to want to hear this announcement.
I should have opened up with the show with that because then we could really gotten everybody hooked.
Yes.
I feel like if you're loyal enough, though, you're going to listen no matter what.
Can we back up? Can you explain the significance of loving lately?
Oh, I don't even think did we say this already in the show?
No, we did not.
So last week when Laura was here, we were having our team meeting and we were just kind of talking about. I feel like we always see things that catch our eyes, that are online, that are just things in our lives that we have been loving lately. And so I'm going to be starting to share that mostly on my Instagram stories, but we're also going to do that here on the podcast. It's just like a little check-in segment.
Well, and I think one of the reasons we were talking about it is you and I are constantly saying, oh my gosh, have you seen this? Or have you seen that? And then Laura might send something, or we'll talk about it and, oh, that's so cute. Or if we follow someone else. And that is where we got the idea for loving lately.
You explained it better.
Well, just so we can share those things. Like, that's great that you and I are sharing it, but we want to share it with you.
We want to share it with you guys. Mm-hmm. So we both have a list of loving lately, and these are just across all categories.
Correct. But more importantly, on your Instagram, you're going to be sprinkling in things.
But for the podcast, we're doing it like this. Yeah.
We're just going to do it.
We're just doing it.
And we have our
from
list.
All aspects of our life. So we have
I don't know your list, and you don't know mine.
Correct. So why don't we just go back and forth?
Okay.
And you know, we kind of chat, we kind of talk, we kind of delve.
And I'm going to say that you have a really fun one on your list that I can't compete with it. I do know, because you told me that you're going to
coming out of nowhere, you guys.
Yeah, it's super exciting. So I'll just start with mine. I'm reading a really good book.
Tell us about it.
It's Emily Henry's book, and it's called Great Big Beautiful Life, and I'm pretty far into it, and I like it.
Wow, that's fabulous.
Yeah. I'm probably 25% into it.
Okay.
But I was really reading a ton, and then something happened, because I tend to read at bedtime, if anyone was wondering, and I was just getting really tired. So I was only getting like 3 paragraphs in, which was unlike me. And I think that it's because I didn't really have a really good book. So that is a great book. If anybody needs one, it's her brand new book.
I love it.
I don't think it will disappoint.
I think that's a great thing to start off with your list. Everybody needs a good read.
Wish I had a pen to check
Here,
off.
use mine.
Yeah.
But then give it back, because I'm enjoying pointing with my pen.
Okay. How about you?
All right. Well, my first thing on the loving lately list was my new collection, but I feel like we kind of touched upon that. So just
check it off.
Really, let's. Are you crossing or checking?
Checking.
See, I'm a crosser.
Cross it off.
I'm gonna cross that off. All right. Oh, we put it as number 2. Maybe I'm gonna hold on to it, so I'm gonna make everybody keep listening to the episode.
Okay.
All right. Number 2. Okay, this is kind of random, and I actually cannot recall if I have mentioned this on the show, but I have been loving my bulletproof coffee. Bulletproof coffee, what is that? It is basically coffee that, how would you describe it?
It's supposedly mold-free coffee.
Which I didn't even realize that coffee contained mold, but do you know when you have a cup of coffee and you just like really start sweating or shaking or you feel nauseous? That might just be a me thing, but I don't think it is, because this whole brand it's supposed to be mold-free coffee, and I feel so much better. I probably had it for like 3 months at this point. Right. Every day. You could just order it on Amazon. I have like a K-cup situation, but it also comes in beans, it comes in grounds. So I'll leave a link to it, but I love it so much, and I love the way it tastes as well.
Yes. I have 2 follow-up questions. Are you using the Cuisinart?
Yes, I am.
Do you like it still?
It's okay.
I see.
It's not the best, but it's fine. It looks cute, but I would actually be open to getting a new coffee maker.
Such as? I wish I hadn't asked now, because I feel like you always.
I know. It has exploded on me a few times. Like it'll just.
What does that mean?
I know. Like I'll start making coffee, and then it'll just spits out and kind of like starts shooting out the grounds.
Yikes.
So that's a problem, and I don't know. I could maybe see getting like a better coffee maker
that
where
makes
I could
sense.
Make like, but we're gonna table that, because who knows. But so that's my honest answer.
No, I was interested. I hadn't followed up, and I hadn't heard. So you're using, I also got them, I suggested them to my mom, and she loves them, the bulletproof K-cups.
Yes.
I am using, this was all per Elizabeth's influence and investigating, and we are using Danger coffee, because I need whole beans. And apparently, it sounds like intense.
It does.
Bulletproof and Danger.
Yeah.
But apparently, the person that started Bulletproof sold that business.
Oh.
And then started Danger Coffee. So it's the same premise. I love it. And in fact, Dad and I, we weren't sure which beans were in our coffee thing. So we did a testing this morning. I can immediately tell the difference.
Now, when I have anything other than like the bulletproof coffee, I have like a reaction to it. And I really do love it. So if this is something that speaks to you, that's been on my list of loving lately.
Fantastic.
All right. What about you? What's another one?
Well, why don't we go with this whole food thing? I have come up with a wonderful concoction that I'm really loving lately, and it's a yogurt bowl. But whatever this combo is, I mean, it'll switch, but I really have liked it the past week or so. Every morning to get my protein, get going in the day, I'm having just Greek yogurt, plain, but I'm adding some walnuts because they have a lot of omega-3s in it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm doing a combo of flax and chia, which I like the combo that I got because sometimes if you just put chia in, I feel like you're just putting seeds all throughout your teeth. Like it's just brutal.
Right.
So it's a really nice combo, and then hemp seeds, and then whatever fruit we have I'm putting and mixing it all up. And then I put a teeny bit of high protein granola.
Wow.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. And I am stirring my collagen in with it.
She made it for me the other day, and I was like, what is this bowl of health? And it was so good. And you put strawberries, bananas, and raspberries in it as well.
And blueberries.
It was just like such a robust bowl, and it was so filling, and it felt so healthy. And I was honored to also try your bowl.
Yes. And I really like the system I'm using. We're probably like chefs are listening to this, and they're like, what are you talking about? But I'm putting the fruit on the bottom, then the yogurt, then the toppings, and then I kind of lightly mix it together when I start to eat it, but it's very pretty.
It's very pretty, and it was delicious. So that's definitely something that you've been loving lately. I'll let you check that off. Mm-hmm. All right, number 2. What is this? 3 for me, because I'm skipping around because I'm saving the 1 for. I'll spring it on you guys. Mm-hmm. All right. This is going to come as no surprise, but dry brushing completely changed my life. Can't stop talking about it. Tell everybody about it. And it's fantastic. And I think I'm going to combine. Oh, I don't see Pilates on this list. Well, okay, those two go hand in hand because between the two, I have just felt so great. And I have felt like this is in my head when I think of the Pilates and the dry brushing. I come up with a sound, and it's just that's how I feel.
Oh my God. We have sound effects.
I have sound effects for my loving lately. That's how I feel. Yeah. And I haven't felt that way in a while, but it's just like, it just me right up. Yep. And I'm feeling tight and toned and drained, and my lymph nodes are feeling great. And it's just, you got to get a dry brush.
Are you still doing it? Tell us again, what time of the day? When are you doing it? Before your shower?
Before my shower, I typically work out in the evening. So I'll like book my Pilates class. Like last night I took one at 5, and then I, cook my dinner, whatever. And then before I get in the shower, I usually dry brush because it is an exfoliant. So if you are tanning, you can't do it really. But just do it leading up to when you tan. And then I hop in the shower. I feel like I've talked about this before. And then that's where you kind of get all that dead skin off. I go in with like a nice oil. I hydrate after.
Wow.
But truly between those two, it's been, I can't even say loving lately because it's been a life-changing lately.
I need to write that down.
So I'm going to cross that off.
Okay, great.
So dry brushing. Mm-hmm. All right, let's pop. Oh, and bulletproof coffee I talked about. Okay, pop back over to you, Ann.
I am going to say that something I've been loving lately is my wonderful husband, Terry. Kind of surprised me in that he was showing me, he told me what he was going to do.
Yes.
And to make sure I approved of it and I liked it, and we were kind of working on it together, but then he went and got it. And he went to a lovely antique store that our designer Debbie introduced us to. And he surprised me for Mother's Day, kind of surprised because I wasn't sure if it was actually going to happen, with a place setting of 10 new china, and I am elated.
It's stunning. It was so such a beautiful, sweet Mother's Day. And talk about the pattern and the brand.
It's a Herond pattern. It's still a current one, and I think it's called Chinese Garden, and it's green. It is just so pretty, and our dining room is green, and it just complements it, and I can't wait to eat off of them. And one of the pieces is just kind of a crescent-shaped salad plate that just snuggles right up next to your dinner plate.
Yes.
And there are some beautiful serving pieces with it and little tiny egg-shaped salt and pepper shakers.
Oh.
It's so pretty. And the cups and saucers. And the one thing that I love about Herond is the little details. Like inside the teacup is a little flower.
Yes.
Yes. It's just... Even on the backs of the plates, there are things.
It's so sweet.
It's really pretty. It was so extremely thoughtful.
Beyond thoughtful. Mm-hmm. Terry did such a great job. And yes. I was there the day that he brought all of it in, and it was in all these boxes, and it was just beautiful. And
it's gorgeous.
So I'll be sure to share this on my socials because I feel like you're going to want to see this, guys.
And the place where we got it, they wrapped it so their attention to detail. It's just gorgeous.
So that's definitely something that you're going to be loving even more in the in the future. Here, do you want to check that off?
I would love to.
I like how we have one pen that we're using. Okay. Well, my next one's pretty boring, but just the warmer weather I've really been enjoying. I feel like that's just the sun. It's been a pep in my step. And I've been enjoying my spring wear. So that's going to be just a really simple loving lately. Sometimes you just got to keep it simple. So I'm going to cross off warmer weather.
Okay, I'm going to throw in just a random one. If you haven't seen, I'm really loving lately the new TV show. I think it's on Apple with Jon Hamm, and it's called Your Friends and Neighbors. I can't get enough of it. It's something that Terry and I like to watch together. It comes out on Friday night, so it's fun to have it over the weekend at some point to watch. And I really like it. I think this was the 6th or 7th episode. I don't think there are that many more.
Okay. Yeah.
It's only once a week. So it's
what's it about?
It's about Jon Hamm, and he lives on the East Coast, and he's a really successful guy, and his world has sort of crumbled.
Okay.
You know, there's a little bit of everything. There's cheating, there's stealing, and
there's
good.
Jon Hamm. Great. I should probably start this because I have heard you guys talk about it. So that's great. Okay, back to me. I've been watching the stupidest show, Farmer Wants a Wife.
That sounds stupid.
It's so stupid, but I'm not even going to put that on my
Did he get one?
No, they're all... It's just because this one guy who's on the show, his cousin I went to college with, and so I've seen them post about it, and so I was interested in the whole thing. But it's the stupidest show. But I saw somebody else post about it.
I don't mind stupid shows. I shouldn't have said it was stupid.
It's light and funny. So that's good.
Current... Do you think he's going to find somebody?
No, I don't think anybody's going to find anyone. But it's just like a light little. But other than that, I feel like I haven't really been watching anything.
I have another show. It's not on my list, but I watched it. I binge watched it because Dad was gone for something, and it was really good. It's called 4 Seasons, and it was with Steve Carell and Tina Fey.
Oh, nice.
Elizabeth started watching it the other day. I was surprised if she liked it, but it's a good one as well.
Good. Yeah. All right. My next loving lately would be pear martinis. You guys know we love getting fixated on a drink and making it our entire personality. And it is going to be the season of pear martinis. That's the drink of the summer. And this began in Palm Beach. Joyce, our grandmother, really kind of started this whole thing with us. And we have just been on a bit of a world tour on different restaurants, trying pear martinis, rating them. Lots of people don't have dried pears, so it gets replaced with a lemon. No need to throw a fit, but just maybe, make note of that.
Yes.
So pear martinis have definitely been a favorite of mine. And yeah, it's very chic. It's very light. It's very summery. And try it out. Send me a picture. Send me a DM. I'm going to cross that off.
Yeah, they're really good. And I do think we're going to do a drinks with Dad soon. And that would be, I ordered some dried pears.
You did. Yes.
So we're all set.
What's your next one?
My next one is probably my Rag & Bone jeans. I'm wearing them right now. I love them. We went to a local boutique, Kilgore Trout, where Laura used to work, and I got some new jeans, and they kind of have a cuff to it. They're a lighter wash. I'm in love with them. So that, and then really just Rag & Bone in general. And then I also have a loafer on. It's kind of a suede. In addition to the Rag & Bone cuff jeans, I have actually 2 pair of the same shoe, which I tend to do if I like it. The Rag & Bone loafers that I have are beyond comfortable. I have a gold pair and then a light suede.
I know.
A little tassel.
I've been coming over here and she's been popping up with these new pieces.
They're really comfy.
Really pretty.
Thank you.
I feel like all of your spring wear is really good.
I'm going to tell you guys, I've gone completely overboard because with the navy and white, because you know how I made that the theme for the Paris trip? Okay, I'm not in Paris for very long, and everything I'm ordering is blue and white. So, it's going to go right into summer. Luckily, it's coastal.
It's a long summer.
Yeah.
It's our colors. And yeah, I think we'll find a way to wear it.
I think we will, but I have gone overboard. It's sort of funny. Okay, what's your next thing?
Piggybacking off of what you just said, my new Veronica Beard cuff jeans. We went to a Veronica Beard trunk show over the weekend, and I actually have a lot to share from that. Some really good finds that I'm going to be linking on my stories. But I did walk away with a fabulous pair of cuffed jeans from Veronica Beard, literally, like I just said. I had a great pair that I'm still wearing, but they're like more of a full length from a Goldie. I
think that's how you say it.
And this is more of like a cropped version, which I really like for spring and summer. They are not very, what's the right word? Not forgiving, but they're tight. So They need to be, they're tight.
I see.
I didn't realize that I don't think I own a pair of Veronica Beard jeans, like denim, but they're very, I guess, constricted would be the word I would use to describe them.
Not very forgiving.
Forgiving, not very forgiving. That's kind of, but they're so cute that it doesn't matter. And I was still able to tuck my pants in. So
no, they're great. And it was really fun on Saturday because they were having this trunk show. And on Friday when Laura was here working, she's like, let's meet over there.
Yes.
And she helped us shop. And of course, we always have fun when we see Laura.
Of course. So that's another loving lately.
Okay.
That I have been enjoying. What's the next one that you've got?
I'm gonna stick with another clothes thing. I think I talked about this, but I'm really excited because I'm thinking about the weekend for graduation, and I have a really cute red and white Ann Taylor dress, and I tried it on again, and I love it.
Ann is in Ann Taylor, the shock of the century. I feel like you haven't worn. Much. No, I actually feel like you haven't worn anything from Ann Taylor in a little bit. But
every once in a while, remember I rediscovered it?
You did. You had that red suit.
Yeah.
That was cool.
So I did get this red and white dress, and then I have red pants, and then a really cute, kind of like a double-breasted cropped jacket that's red and white that I'm going to bring that is for graduation, but I can separate the pieces, and I've got a lot of red, white, and blue, it seems like.
No. The more we're talking, we've gone... Some would say completely overboard with the red for her graduation. We're really leaning into it.
Too much so.
So I'm interested to see how this translates in person, but
I do want to get the big graduation is on Saturday, and I love how we've done this before. We'll get one family picture, and we're kind of in red and white. Yes. And after that, it doesn't matter.
No, yeah, but it
kind of does.
It does, but it's also such an easy thing to like play off of because I kind of already had I have 2 red dresses that I'm bringing, and then I'm like, wait, I have this red top. Wait, I have this red vest.
Yeah.
So we really are coming in with a lot of red, but that's okay.
No, it'll be cute.
I'm actually excited about going down for graduation because I really haven't
see her.
Only been back once after I graduated and to see Elizabeth.
Yes,
and it's supposed to be beautiful weather. So that's great.
It's going to be fun.
All right. My next, it's back to me. Oh, kitten heels we have. Kitten heels in general. But this has a little bit of a, like a clause to it, or what's the right word? There needs to be
addendum.
Addendum. My kitten heels
I'm listening.
are not staying on my feet. Okay. We need to talk about this. What are we all doing? Are we purchasing kitten heels with adjustable backs so we can kind of lock that in? My feet start sweating, and then I am walking out of my shoes. And over the weekend, I was in Little Italy, which has bricks and cobblestone everywhere. And I seriously was like walking on just like paper towels. It was terrible. So
my gosh,
I love a kitten heel, and I love the way it looks, especially with like a flared jean. And I had my new cropped denim from Veronica Beard, but I looked like a clown because I couldn't walk because my kitten heels weren't staying on.
So maybe you have mentioned this before. Were you wearing the ones from Zara?
Yeah.
Okay. It could be a sizing issue.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be better off? Because I feel over the years you've had this issue because it's just an elastic back.
Right.
Would you be better off with an open back?
Maybe an open back. But I love that look of having, because like I feel like as part of the kitten heels you have that little, then I'm just wearing a slide on like every other Joe Schmo.
You like a kitten heel sling back.
I do.
Well, I mean, we can find another pair that works. I hate to mention it again, but I do have a really cute pair from Ann Taylor, that woven raffia one, and I took it to Florida. Do you know which one I mean?
Yeah, those are nice. Those stay on your feet.
Yes, and then I also bought another pair that were from Ann Taylor that were gingham. They're gingham, black and white gingham.
Obsessed. Okay, so you
that's
seem
not going to help you.
Your shoes always stay on your feet,
but not always. I did. Yeah. You're going to have to. I think it's just that it was that particular Zara pair.
I think so too, but I'm going to keep forging ahead because I just think they're so chic. So
and maybe we could find. It's a good look. It's a really good look.
What else do you have?
I have been loving my Juliska woven pieces. I purchased at a little store in Chagrin Falls really pretty woven Juliska hurricanes, but I'm using them as vases. And I actually did our coffee table. I kind of reset our coffee table with them. And then in that same collection, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I just treated myself and I bought 2 hot air balloons.
You did.
And they are on the island.
Yes, they're so pretty.
And then I got the little matching, coordinating hot air balloon salt and pepper shakers.
So good.
Yes. And then Juliska did have it was on sale. It's a planter. I didn't even show you this. It's rectangular, and I'm going to take that to the lake house. But I am really loving Juliska's woven pieces.
I've been loving seeing them. They're very light. They're very summery, and it's going to take us through this, summer season. So I will also share links to that.
And they do look great with her, like with a candle in it, or you can use it for flowers. You could put faux flowers in it. You could leave them empty. They're that pretty.
Yeah. No, they're really great. They're lovely. They make for great gifts as well.
Yes.
All right. This goes without saying, bag charms. I'm going to really test out the bag charms this weekend on the college campus with all the kids.
Oh.
And see, how that's received. Because I have my watermelon. I have my better with a bow. I think I have like an initial.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to maybe getting some sort of reaction to it. And I'll keep you updated because I feel like that's like where the heart of this trend is lying.
Yes. And we did order a red little shoulder bag. You found it on Amazon, and it was very reasonably priced, inexpensive, and you said you're going to attach these bag charms. So look out, kids.
You're going to see me jangling around the whole weekend with charms left and right, and I'm just going to see, if this is something that's happening, if sticking, or if they're going to notice. So stay tuned. I know you're on the edge of your seats for that one. It's going to be
exciting. I can tell you're saving your big one, and I love that you are, because I don't have anything super amazing. I will say can I do two together?
You can do whatever you want, Ann.
Okay, thanks. These are kind of house related because I feel like I haven't necessarily talked about the house too much, but I went to an art show at a gallery called Bonfoy Gallery in Cleveland that has been around for years. It's over 100 years old. And I went with some friends to an art gallery, and I saw a piece of artwork, and it's by the same artist that I already have in our kitchen. And I was stopped in my tracks because it was so beautiful. And my friend was standing next to me, and she's like, that needs to go to your house.
Yes.
So last week, Debbie came over with the woman from the gallery, and they brought the painting, and it looks so good in our study.
It does. And we're just stunning.
So we're moving. I got to tell you, I felt like the band was back together. And I'm like, I really miss you guys because this was really fun. So we're shifting some artwork around, and this painting is going to go in the study. But then the gallery owner, or the gallery lady, brought over another beautiful painting that had just come in by the same artist. And Laura saw it, and she said it looks like Anne in a painting.
It does.
And it's going to go in my office above my little love seat. And it's a still life of blue and white jars, but subtle, like very calming. And then there are pink flowers, and it's the pink in my office. So it's just like an added bonus, a little bit of artwork. You're always changing, moving things.
They're beautiful. I will share pictures because they are stunning. You were telling me about them, but I was actually way more blown away when I saw them because they're
just lovely,
gorgeous, and they're so us.
Yes,
they're so us.
So those are being installed on Thursday. So we'll get some pictures of that, and so I'm going to check that one off. But then also with the house thing, I said to Debbie last time she was here, or maybe she just offered it. Whatever. I'm thrilled she did. Is there anything now that I've lived in the house, and with any big project like that, you like to at least I do. I like to revisit it a little bit later. Like, okay, how are things working? What do I still need? What would make the space even better? And Debbie suggested, and I am thrilled, a live ficus tree in the corner in our family room. However, I don't want to kill the ficus tree. So we met with a company that comes, and they will help take care of the tree, sort of like they do in office buildings.
Yeah.
They go to homes, and they came and measured it, and she found a container, and it's going to be pretty exciting. She brought up to them, and they did not suggest it. Debbie had just been in Italy, and she said, what about lemon trees? Like, would those be pretty either in the family room or out on the patio? But they don't do too well.
Is that because of like our climate?
Our climate.
Oh, shoot.
I know.
That would have been so chic.
I'm going to ask her. It's probably not at all the same, but I did see the front gate. And I feel like sometimes maybe I see people putting their faux stuff, in their homes. Maybe that would be an alternative, but I don't think it's the same.
I loved the brainstorming though, but very exciting about your ficus tree.
Isn't it? I feel like we're getting a pet. I might name it. I'm going to name it.
Leave your drop names that we should. Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
You want to talk about? Yes. I just thought of it. Go ahead. You tell.
All right. We've had a name for the lake house. I think we've talked about this on the podcast before. The Hideaway. We've had it for years. And we have been talking. I mean, you all know it took a while to build this house. We've been in it now since October, and we keep revisiting the name, and we have not come up with a great name to name this house that just settled right and felt right. Mm-hmm. But we have found it, and I kind of can't take full credit for it. Our builder had put our house on their website, and they use this word in their naming of our house.
Correct.
But I actually ran it by Debbie, and she's like, oh my gosh, I love it.
You guys are so funny.
We're going to call it the Heritage.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I think it's brilliant. And then you have the Hideaway and the Heritage. And it does encapsulate this house so much.
And family to me is like the essence of everything. And I just think the fact that Claire and Connor moved into the house that I grew up in, that I had lived in, and we're all right here. So it's going to be the Heritage. And that is breaking news. And we had to let it just sit there for a week or so to see if it was good. And I love it.
It feels, when you look at the house, it's just like, yeah, that's the Heritage. And I'm so happy that we gave it some space to come up with the name.
We're so dramatic.
We're the most dramatic. This whole show is just drama.
So ridiculous. But I also because my goal had been to make the house look like it had always been on the street. Mm-hmm. So I also feel like it's sort of a nod to that as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And where we all gather and create memories, and it's a beautiful thing. So the communications department is working on getting,
some merch.
So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
All right. Well, I have my last big thing on my list.
Do you want me to do mine before? Because mine
you still have more?
I have one more.
Oh, go ahead.
My patio furniture.
Oh.
It's so meaningless, but it just signifies warmer times, warmer weather. I sat out there and had a drink the other day with Dad.
Yeah, all the patio furniture for the terrace, and then the other. Is the terrace the one off the kitchen? We're calling it. Okay, and then we also have a patio that goes over more like a courtyard situation.
Yes.
Both were delivered, and Debbie helped place it all, and we had it for a little bit in the fall, but it was short-lived because then we put it away and they came back and they delivered it.
Yes. And I did get some new lanterns that I'm going to unbox those and put those out. But that completes my loving lately. And let me hear what your last one is.
Well, I promised you all. Why am I nervous?
I know.
I promised you all that I would keep you updated with the dating situation. And I didn't want to, I feel like I'm going to do a bad job of.
I'll be happy to jump in at any time.
So I figured I had to share it right away because, this is a very exciting time. But something that I have been loving lately is going on dates
with.
You're so weird.
Going on dates with
my new boyfriend.
Your new boyfriend.
And that's going to be the last thing for the show.
That is so great.
Yes, I do have a boyfriend.
Yes, you do. And I have not met him, and we have not met him, but we can't wait to meet him. And everything you have been saying, and I think it is so true that the podcast listeners are here for you, and they know that you had a boyfriend, then you didn't have a boyfriend, which is so normal. And
now I do.
And then you had some other dates, and you were dating in between.
Yeah. And then this all it's fun. Yeah, this obviously has been the past.
Stammering.
I know. Suddenly my media training goes out the window. I haven't told anyone or talked about this at all because it just kind of came to fruition. But we went on probably 5 dates over the span of literally a week. It was pretty quick. And then we started dating.
Yes, there it is. I mean, I think that he was accurate in saying let's be boyfriend girlfriend because it's just a label. I mean, if you're going on dates and seeing each other so much, I think there's that talking stage. Do I have that right?
You do have that correctly. With the kids.
And so maybe there are preconceived ideas that you should be in a talking stage longer, but what if you only saw the person once a week? Then you would in a month or so or 2 months, you'd be at the same spot.
Right. Yes.
This was just an accelerated. You guys are gifted daters.
I guess so. Well, so that has been, that's the last thing. That's the news.
Can I ask, can you share, what kind of dates have you been going on? I mean, I know, but I just wondered.
We've been doing all sorts of things. Our first date, we went out to dinner. So his sister set us up. And I ran into her. This was like over Easter weekend. And I ran into her. I feel like we're sharing this so early. But I think it's good.
But everyone knows.
It's fine. We're just going to keep going. Okay. So we ran into her over Easter weekend, and I've known her because she went to my high school as well, and just like the family in general. And then we got to talking, and she was like, oh my gosh, you should go out on a date with my older brother. So then she set it up. And then that week, him and I went out to dinner. It was like a Wednesday. And then on Friday, we went on another date. We went to dinner, and then we played mini golf at this like really cool new place, which was really fun. And then that Sunday we went for a walk.
Cute.
And then let's see, it was the next Wednesday we had another date. And then I guess it was like last week on Saturday, then we started dating. And we've just been doing a lot of fun things ever since.
You talk on the phone a lot.
We do. I've actually, usually like there's always something that needs to be done at night for me. Like I try to have like a little project or something, like organize my drawers or clean the whatever, or like keep working on my own Bose. And I have gotten nothing done the past couple of days because we've just been
so fun.
talking. It was so fun talking on the phone for hours and hours, which is really lovely. And tonight we're going to a Cavs game, and yeah,
I just think that
we
is
went
a great
to church
thing.
On Saturday, and then we went to Little Italy for dinner.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just been very easy and very. I mean.
It's great.
What else should I say?
Basically a blind date.
It was. I mean, a blind date.
You knew his sister.
I had never met him before, but it was a blind date. Yes.
But I do think being open to all of that.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Just putting yourself out there and, leaning into those maybe mutual friends. But again, this kind of just came out of nowhere. Like I wasn't really at all like looking for anything. And it was lovely. So yes, that is my big loving lately news to end off this little segment.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
If you want, I mean, I guess we could keep talking about it, but like maybe I'll put up a separate question box or whatever, and we'll figure it out.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. And then maybe I'm just wondering, asking for a friend, will we maybe start seeing like a hand if you're having a pear martini and maybe there's another, he's there with you.
Yes.
Are we going to get like a little something?
Yes. There will be more to come for sure.
I will be watching.
We've never even taken a picture together, so we should probably take it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's to come. I don't want to like make any promises.
No.
Because like I said, this is dating. We just started dating, and but I did say to you guys that I was going to take you along for everything.
Yeah, but this is great.
So here we are. And
I mean, it's not been that long, and you are bringing us all along. So we
correct.
Yes. We appreciate it, and we think it's fun and exciting.
Yes.
And
so that's my news.
I love it.
And more to come on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Loving Lately. Mm-hmm. We hope you enjoyed today's podcast episode. I actually need to go because we are going to dinner at a Cavs game.
Yes.
And I need to figure out an outfit. He's coming to pick me up at like 5:15.
And maybe you'll record that. But keep an eye out on Emily's Instagram for Loving Lately items.
For Loving Lately items and to shop our new collection. And thank you all again to those who have purchased the items. We so appreciate it. And there's still, time if you need to get some new things for spring and summer. So thank you, Anne, for always being such a wonderful co-host and anchor. We hope you all have a great week. We're excited this weekend for graduation, and we'll probably have a full recap. Be sure to follow me on my socials to stay up to date with that. I love sharing all my life updates with you all because you all are so supportive and so sweet, and it just makes life so much fun. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and remember that everything is in fact better with a bow. Bye-bye now.